Hello YouTube, Basin Truck here, and where are we today, guys?
Fort McHenry.
We're at Fort McHenry. That's right. Good job. We're at Fort McHenry in Baltimore, Maryland. So this is one of our special things that we want to show you guys. I don't know if some of you may have been here, some of you haven't. So we're going to take you on a tour of everything and show you some of the cool things here, and we're going to learn some history today. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Oh, they're excited. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, guys, let's go in. Let's check this out.
They want to do maybe a Junior Ranger book?
You guys want a Junior Ranger book?
What's that?
Sure. Let's try one out.
I don't know what that is. Is it a map?
We're gonna find out here, aren't
If
you?
it's a map, yes, please.
So you got these booklets. When you guys are done, there's questions to be answered, and when you're
Ooh,
done, we'll
awesome.
swear you
We
in
love
as a Junior
questions.
Ranger, and you get a badge.
Oh, look, you'll get a badge.
So you guys-
All right, we've got to fill it all out.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna go see a movie.
Movie.
See a movie. We're gonna watch the movie in here, guys. Check out what we have in here. Please do not touch or lean on the case. What do we have here? What? There's nothing in here. Oh, they're making jokes. Maybe. Portable desk with accessories. I don't really see anything in here, so they're making jokes.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Powerful words from our national anthem. They speak to our American identity and are woven into our national flag. Timeless words written by one man, Francis Scott Key, about one flag at one moment. September 14th, 1814, here at Fort McHenry. In 1812, the storm clouds of war had gathered over a young United States as the nation pitted itself once more against the might of the British Empire. For 2 years, the conflict wore on, from the British colonies of Canada to America's southern coast and out across the high seas. To draw off U.S. forces from Canada and damage America's economy and morale, the British Navy attacked and blockaded the nation's east coast heartland. Up and down the Chesapeake Bay they raided, destroying towns and farms and spreading fear. Then, in August 1814, disaster. The invading British seized Washington, D.C. and burned the nation's capital. A citizen soldier of Baltimore spoke for many.
Every American heart is bursting with shame and indignation at the catastrophe.
And Baltimore hearts were also full of anxiety, for they feared they would be next.
Citizens of Baltimore, take heed! The British fleet approaches! Admiral Colburn has declared that he will burn this nest of pirates! If you can, flee the city, take their valuables! Protect the families, gentlemen!
As Baltimore braced itself, a young Maryland lawyer, Francis Scott Key, embarked on a diplomatic mission to free a prisoner of war, sailing right into the heart of the approaching British fleet. But with their attack on Baltimore imminent, the British detained Key amidst their massing warships. On the outskirts of Baltimore, citizens, men and women, militia, and regular troops desperately prepared defenses. They dug almost a mile of earth entrenching and waited with bated breath. On September 12th, British soldiers landed at North Point, where a bloody battle with Maryland militia failed to halt their march towards Baltimore. However, the British could not tackle the city's earthwork defenses and troop reinforcements without their navy's help. The next day, the British bomb ships would open up their main assault with a ferocious bombardment. Their target, Fort McHenry. They had to knock out the fort to bring their ships in range of the city. The fate of Baltimore now lay in the hands of the fort's defenders.
Move quickly there!
1,000 soldiers frantically prepared for battle, knowing they were the last defense to thwart the British. With the enemy in their sights, the men awaited the inevitable, a bombardment from the world's most formidable navy. Then the attack began as the British fleet pounded the fort with rockets and mortar shells. Into rain-soaked night. But still the British bombs and rockets thundered over the fort, exploding deadly shrapnel in all directions. The fort's defenders were, in the words of one citizen soldier, like pigeons tied by the legs to be shot at. The American artillery answered the British with desperate return fire. But would it be enough? Baltimore's citizens watched in panic through the night. One recalled,
"The attack on Fort McHenry was distinctly seen from Federal Hill, and from the tops of houses which were covered with men, women, and children.
September 14th, the British guns finally fell silent. A huge flag was raised above the fort, but whose? Through the long night, Francis Scott Key had been forced to watch the bombardment from among the enemy fleet.
Not at all.
Nothing. Now, he strained to see the flag in the dawn's early light.
It's ours, Mr. Skinner.
Say, we won!
It's ours.
Inspired by their courage, Key wrote down a few lines. "'Tis the star-spangled banner, oh long may it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave." As the British withdrew, Key returned to Baltimore, where his words soon found music and a publisher, and the Star-Spangled Banner was born. It captured a defiant, patriotic spirit and spread rapidly across the nation, pouring new life into the national flag as a symbol of American identity. The popularity of the song and the flag grew during the years that followed. The Star-Spangled Banner eventually became the official anthem of the United States in 1931. Inspired by the brave defense of Fort McHenry, Francis Scott Key's words and the flag they so memorably portray are now woven into our sense of national identity. These words still resonate as loudly today as the glaring rockets and bursting bombs of 1814. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare of bursting in air came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Fort McHenry National Monument and Historic Shrine. My name is William White. I'm a volunteer historian here at the fort. We are flying a very tiny 50-star flag over the fort during the night. There's not a lot of wind out there, so there's not too much movement in it. Okay, this is a flag we fly over the fort overnight. It's a 50-star flag, and this comes from a presidential proclamation from Harry S. Truman in 1948 that a flag always remain over the fort. Now at 10 o'clock, just in a few minutes, we're going to be taking this flag down and putting up a much larger Star-Spangled Banner, the 15-star, 15-stripe flag. That's going to take place up at the Star Fort. Please come join us for that. We need all hands on deck because sometimes we put up a very, very large flag, 30 by 42 feet. All right, I don't know if we'll be flying that flag today because it's up to the Ranger, and of course weather conditions play into that as well. All right, but we will be changing and putting up a 15-star, 15-stripe flag, and that's going to happen at 10 o'clock up at the Star Fort. All of our exhibits are open today at the fort. You've got a beautiful day out there. Make sure you're hydrating and maybe got some sunscreen because it is a little warm out there. Okay? All right. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions about the fort, the flag, what transpired here in Baltimore during the battle, as well as the War of 1812 on the Chesapeake, any questions at all, please ask myself, one of the volunteers, one of the Rangers will be glad to answer any and all questions. Again, thanks for coming and have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Throw a comment down below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.